Live from Kauffman Stadium in Kansas City, Missouri. Interleague Baseball on MLB The Show. It's the Milwaukee Brewers going up against the Kansas City Royals. First pitch coming your way next. And towing the slab, Michael Wacha. Singy, he was impressive his last time out.
Yeah, got the W last time out. 6 innings, a quality start. Hey, if a guy will give you that, you'll take it every single time.
All right, ready to get underway. This is Bryce Terang. And with that, we're underway in Kansas City. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Touches down. That's a hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning. The kick and the pitch. Runner goes. Ball outside. Throw. Save. That's a stolen base.
Well, he's batting leadoff, and he's acting like a traditional leadoff hitter. Gets on base to start the game, then puts himself on second with a nice stolen bag. I think that sets the tone for the offense for sure.
Runner in scoring position. Nobody out. You're in game 1 of this 3-game set. Swing and a ball lifted left field. Meisner has a beat on it. He's got it. And there's one away. Let's take a look at the Brewers lineup. With an excellent arm on the mound, Singy, this won't be easy. They'll need to take advantage of the opportunities that they do have.
You're right about that, Boog. Odds are they won't have many chances against this guy, but if they can rattle him out of the gates, they'll have a shot. If not, look out. It might be a long day for this offense.
Here's the catcher, William Contreras. Bottom of the zone and a called strike. Outside with a breaking ball. One out and a runner at second. That misses. Ball 3.
Get ready for some action here. Good RBI guy at the plate. Runners in scoring position. And a hitter's count.
Man at second. And ball 4, 2 aboard. That one missed.
He's looking for a ground ball to get a double play and out of this jam.
Hit hard, but foul off to the left. 2 on, 1 out. And now 2 balls and a strike.
Could be some action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on. Probably a challenge pitch coming.
That one in for a strike. 2 and 2. Batter challenges in a very big spot. And it'll stay a strike. The umpire was correct. So they've only got 1 challenge left now. Next offering way off the plate. Terang, the lead runner out at second. Contreras at first. 1 gone. Rip right field. That's back there. That one way back, and it's gone. Christian Yelich leaves the yard. 3rd home run of the season. The Brewers score first. It's 3-0.
You can't ask for a better start than hitting a home run in your first at bat to give your team the lead. He got on playing with that high fastball, and look how his bat stays in the zone for a long time. Absolutely crushed that pitch.
And now the center fielder, Garrett Mitchell. A little out front there as he swings through it. Not close with that one. 2 and 2. Foul ball left side. He'll see another. That one 95 to finish him off.
We usually are going to see that inside fastball a little longer coming in from the opposite side, but that pitch really got in on him right there. I mean, that's a well-thrown pitch. Tough to do anything with that in terms of getting the hands through and the sweet spot of the bat to the baseball.
2 down, nobody on. There's a swing and a drive. And that's a foul ball. That's off the mark. Ball 1.
Really close pitch down around the knees there, and you could see him asking where it missed. Probably doesn't agree, but it appears he's ready to move on to the next pitch.
Didn't go. And that one hammered. Carrying well. And that one is out of here. So he blasts one out the other way. It's their 2nd home run of the inning. And they add a run. It's 4-0.
He's bringing the thunder in a rainstorm. How in the world did he manage to hit that pitch out? That's an impressive swing of the bat to go over the wall to the opposite field gap. And there are a lot of guys that just don't have the pop to do that, and probably just as many who don't have the approach either. He let that ball travel, and he got great extension on the follow-through to drive it out of here.
Sal Freeland stands in now and watches strike 1. On the ground, right side. The throw to first, and they're happy to just get off the field after that frame. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. It's now a 4-0 ball game. You're watching Brewers baseball on the show, Wisconsin. Back here at Kauffman Stadium, and taking the ball for Milwaukee, Chad Patrick. Singy, he was impressive his last time out. Michael Garcia steps in for the Royals. And that misses. And it's 1-0. Foul ball. ground ball left side, and that's just foul. Got him. One down. He's got it, and there's 2 away.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
Vinny Pasquantino, the next to hit, takes ball 1. The 1-2. Caught him looking for the K. Royals bats are quiet there. They're down 4-0. On now to the top half of inning number 2. Up now for Milwaukee, Brandon Lockridge. Lockridge goes 5 feet 11 inches, 185 pounds, and he was a 5th-round pick back in 2018. Our umpire behind the plate, Jerry Hillsdale. High praise for Jerry when we talk to people around the game.
Yeah, no doubt about it, Boog. He's very straightforward, very consistent back there. So most of the time, you're not even going to think about him. That's a good thing.
What about an umpire's height? How much of a role does that play in your experience and what the strike zone is like?
Yeah, I think it pushes the strike zone up a little bit, which, you know, as a former hitter, you like that. You wanted the ball up. You didn't want to have to deal with stuff down in the zone consistently.
2-2 down. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again.
He hasn't gotten the result yet, but he's got to feel pretty confident. 3 foul balls in a row. He's right on this pitcher.
Out to short. Witt tosses to first and quickly one away in the second. Swings through that.
And he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
That one inside, and the count 1-2. Back up the, that got him. Still able to get it there in time. And a tough play with a fast runner, but they get the out. Singing, it was tough to tell in live action if the ball actually beat him, and it looks like they want some time to review it.
Yeah, we'll get another look up here too, and you know, they called him out on the field, but it just might be worth the challenge, and they'll have to see.
Now Bryce Terang, there goes the runner, and that's a stolen base, not even close. Walker checks the runner. Hamilton back on a dive. Man at second. That one misses, and it's 2-1. Popped in the air, left field, out number 2. Luis Rengifo gets a chance to hit here. Popped out to left his first time. Base hit! headed for the plate. He'll score easily. It's an RBI single, and it's 5-0. Ball one there. And the slider just misses. Swings through that one for strike one. Sliced hard but foul. In the air, right field. Marte on his way over. And that's the third out. But they pick up one run on the RBI single. We go to the bottom of inning number 2. Bottom of the second. Now it'll be the cleanup hitter for the Royals, Starling Marte. That one finds the zone, and the count is 0-2. Out towards right center field. Mitchell on the move. Takes it in for the out. Swing and he breaks his bat. That's a foul ball. Battling here as he fouls it away. On the ground, out to short. On to first. Already 2 out here in the home half of inning number 2. 2 outs, base is empty. Jonathan India steps in for the Royals. And it's fouled away. Two down, nobody on. And that's downstairs and outside. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. Nothing doing. Back here at the ballpark, coming off a series where they were red hot at the plate, and a look at the numbers.
Well, I think this is an important inning on the mound for him in this game. He's got to find a way to settle things down and give some length in this start. Well, these Brewers doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of them. Not only have they already put up a bunch of runs on the board, but they've also made the starter work really hard out there. Like I said, his pitch count is high, so I got to expect they'll be turning to their bullpen sooner than they had hoped.
And now 2-2. Next pitch misses way outside. That one misses, so a leadoff walk. Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. Michael Wacha. Stephen Kolek taking over on the mound. This is his 3rd time out this year. The kick and the pitch. Runner goes. That's in for a strike. Safe at second, and that was not close.
Clearly not content with the lead they're working with right now, and I like that. I don't think you can get comfortable with a 5-run lead in today's game, and now they've got a good chance of adding on.
This one in the air, center field. One away. Man at second. Runner breaks for third. Pitch misses in. And the throw, he's out at third.
Well, I could see he had a big lead out there at second base, so it wasn't a shock when he took off. But trying to steal third right there, it's kind of risky, man. You're already in scoring position, so you've got to make sure that you can make it there safely. That wasn't the case.
And another ball. That's in there. That's strike one. Swing and a high fly ball in the air left field. Going back. And it is out of here. Another homer. His second home run of the game. And they add a run. It's 6-0.
He was able to hit one out in this weather. Are you kidding me? How did he do that? Another one? 2 home runs from a player not typically in the spotlight for power. Man, you've got to soak up these performances because they just don't happen every day.
Two down, base is empty, but 1 run across. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. Next offering in there for a strike. And now it's even 1-1. Outside. And he grounds one to the right side. Massey whips it to first. Inning over. The Royals get a run in the inning on this solo homer. It's now a 6-0 ball game. Back here in Kansas City, set for the bottom of the 3rd.
Clearly down in this ball game, and you can't look at the deficit and try to get it all back in one swing. It's got to come one at bat at a time, and even shrink it down smaller, pitch to pitch. Make that guy on the mound work to get you out. This is one of those times when you want to be aggressive. Go ahead and pitch to contact. Let the defense work behind you. You've got a nice, comfortable lead. Don't try to be too fine.
Fastball for a strike.
Well, every pitcher wants a run support, and having a lead is nice, but it can be challenging for some pitchers. I think keeping the mindset to attack instead of trying to be too fine and have too much finesse. Go after hitters and get quick outs.
That's to third. Throw over to Bowers. Leadoff hitter gone in the 3rd. There's the strike. That one at the knees for a strike.
Well, he didn't like those first 2 pitches. Now in an 0-2 hole. He's going to have to battle. Hope he gets a mistake.
Here's the 0-2. hit. And that's a one-out single.
Other than ripping one into the gap or blasting one over the wall, there aren't a whole lot of hits that are more satisfying than a nice line drive in the center field. So that definitely felt good.
And first offering is fouled off. Hit in the air out to center field. Mitchell under it. 2 away down.
If I'm at the dish right now, I am aggressive over the heart of the plate. This guy's been filling up the strike zone, so you know you're going to get a good pitch to hit. And as nasty as the stuff is, you might as well take all 3 swings.
This one's smoked on its way out of here. He sends one out the opposite way. And they throw a pair on the board. It's 6-2.
That was a cutter away. Kind of works like a slider. You've got to stay on it, let it travel a little bit, and then get your arms extended. Really good piece of hitting right there.
That one fouled off. Bases empty, 2 away, but 2 runs are in here in the last half of the third. And base hit. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against a firm front side, and the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
Gets him to chase after that one. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Gets him easily, ends the inning. 2-run shot for the Royals this inning. 3 innings complete. You're watching Brewers baseball on The Show, Wisconsin. Back here at Kauffman Stadium as we go to the top of the 4th. Brandon Lockridge up now for the Brewers. This is a guy you got to keep an eye on when he digs in. Definitely been known to drop a drag bunt from time to time, and he's pretty good at it, Chris.
Yeah, and he creates a sense of urgency for the defense because of the speed, because of the ability to put down that bunt.
Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
I know that was a ground ball, but it was absolutely hammered through the infield. That's not one you're excited to get in front of if you're an infielder. You know they used to say, charge it. Crazy.
Rudder takes off. Pitch in for a strike. Throw, save. That's a stolen base.
Well, I'm sure that steal will raise a couple of eyebrows because of this big lead, but I think it's more respect for their opponent, knowing that they've got to continue to add on if they're going to win this game. Don't take it as an offense. Take it as a sign of respect.
Man at second. And that one gets past the catcher. Lockridge up to third on the wild pitch.
Even with a good secondary lead, sometimes it's hard to see just how far that ball's gotten away from the catcher. And if you can make it to third base pretty much standing up, well, that time he seemed to have a pretty good read, gets to third safely, and now he's just 90 feet away from scoring.
In the air, left field. Meisner towards the line. Won't get to this one. It drops foul.
He's so solid. Calms the heart rate of the pitcher and the manager when the ball goes up in the air. You just automatically assume that it's an out every time it's hit in the air.
finds its way through, base hit. In to score is the runner from third. It's an RBI single. It's 7-2. Back to the top of the Milwaukee order. Here's the second baseman, Bryce Terang. 1 for 2. Runner on the go. Pitch in for a strike. Throw to second. He's safe. Chris, his wheels were the difference maker on that play. Just got in there.
Yeah, with StatCast's help, we see his top speed on this stolen base, and that's a big number. I mean, man, he really made his athleticism work for him on that one. Boog, his preparation is off the charts. I was down in the clubhouse today trying to find him just to pick his brain a little bit. He's so buried in that video room, it's hard to get a chance to talk to him.
Here's a 2-1. Oh, great stop. Throw to first, and they get the out. That smash towards center. Isbell on his way over. He's got it. Runner tags at second. And he moves up to third. Now 2 away. Next for the Brewers, William Contreras. He's 0 for 1. Siggy, he's got a history of coming through into big spots. I know I like to talk about, I'm not sure whether clutch actually exists, but you look at the numbers, and this guy always seems to deliver in those spots. Foul ball there.
Well, I think it's the ability to assess the situation, understanding what the pitcher has, what he's trying to get people out on, and then being able to use the entire field.
That's a base hit as a run scores. Up the middle. What a stop. Goes to second with it. It's there, and that's a great play. 2 runs, 3 hits, no errors, and 1 left. We're midway in the 4th. It's the Brewers 8 and the Royals 2. Back here in Kansas City. So up now for Kansas City, Starling Marte. Swing and a miss. That is strike 2. That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. On the ground to short. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. Gets off a throw, and it's in time. It wasn't the smoothest play you'll see today, but they still get the out. And here's a look at how he's using his pitches in this one. On the ground to the left. Already 2 gone here in the home 4th. Two down, base is empty. Jonathan India steps in for the Royals. His first at bat was a strikeout.
I can't play around with him here. It's a 6-run lead at this point. Got to attack hitters even if you give up a solo shot.
Two down, nobody on.
Well, he looks more focused at the plate and working the count after that first at-bat strikeout.
2-0. Swing and a ground ball. Terang there with plenty of time, and that ends the inning. KC down in order, and it's still 8-2. So the Royals bring on a new arm, Nick Mears.
They know that he can get a right-hander out, but he's in position to face a couple of lefties this inning.
Going 1. Fouled off left side. Mears, 29 years old, and they went out and made a trade for him last season. The 0-2. And they'll do it again. Nice grab to first, and very nicely done for the out. Now here's Jake Bauers. He's got a couple homers already, so can he possibly do it again?
Come on, man. Of course he can. Those two he hit were legit, and he looks pretty locked in right now at the dish.
Breaking ball, and that got him.
Always tough to turn 2 on a speedster like this. It's even harder with him coming out of the left-handed batter's box. You really need something to hit hard on the ground that they can handle to turn 2 quickly.
Man at first, one away. Left field, and that'll get down for a hit. And now 2 aboard.
That's a ball that a lot of times you'll see the shortstop or left fielder be able to get to if it hangs up in the air long enough. But right there, it just died and found a way to drop in on the green stuff for base hit.
Next to hit, Brandon Lockridge. A bit behind with that swing. It's strike 1. Swing and a foul back. That's out of play. Runners at first and second with 1 gone, and we're at the top of the 5th. That one kicks away from the catcher, but all the runners hold. And that one goes straight to the backstop. Throw into third, save. And now second and third with 1 gone.
Got to take advantage of this opportunity now because of the wild pitch. They've got 2 runners in scoring position. Good time for the hitter to lock in, put the ball in play hard somewhere.
Oh, and this one gets away. Nothing happening on the bases, though. Two on, 1 out. And they're all loaded up. Next for Milwaukee, David Hamilton. This is again 5 in a row. Swings through that one.
Cold night tonight, Boog, and that's a pretty firm fastball right there. I tell you what, memories of getting jammed, they are creeping into my mind right now.
The 1-1. This one smoked, could be trouble. One run across. Another comes in to score, coming home. He's in there. 3-run score. And they now lead by 9.
How about that? Clears the bases. Loud contact, leads to the double. I mean, you could tell it had extra bases written all over it as it jumped off of his stick.
And the Royals manager making his way towards the mound now as he will make the move. Nick Mears will depart, and he's responsible for the runner on second, so the book isn't closed on him yet. We'll be right back. New pitcher in the game for the Royals, Steven Cruz.
I think it's got to be a little tough coming in out of the pen when your guys are trailing so big on the scoreboard. Just doesn't have the same intensity to it, but he's got to find a way because these batters count the same for the
runner takes off for third. Strike in there. Throw to third. Save. That wasn't close. And now he's up to 3 stolen bases in the game.
They're merciless. I'd say a questionable decision to steal third right there with a big lead. Probably won't be received well in the other dugout.
0-1 now. Hard hit right side. Now 2 away as they get a run across. 2 outs, base is empty. Luis Rengifo up now for the Brewers. This one popped up. Garcia settles under it. And that is that. Home half of the 5th coming up. It's the Brewers 12 and the Royals. It's a bit of a blowout now, which gives us a bit more freedom here in the booth.
I'm not sure that's a good thing.
Singy, were you superstitious as a player?
I'd say a little bit, and I wouldn't want to admit it, but I think, you know, you have a good game the next day. You're maybe thinking a little bit when you're putting your spikes on. Which one did I put on first? What did I eat? You know, let me just bring that back into today.
So you weren't superstitious, you were a little stitious.
Yes, I was medium stitious.
He swings and fouls one off.
We've got some superstitions up here in the booth, and you never can say, hey, this game's going really fast early in the ball game.
Yeah, that is one of the ways that we are capable of putting the jinx on the game, is talking about how fast the game is going. That normally will grind it to a screeching halt.
No question.
Swing and a miss. And that's 4 strikeouts.
Good late cut for the strikeout there. That thing really got in on him. And, you know, the cutter isn't really a huge swing and miss pitch most of the time because it's not really meant to move a whole lot. You're just trying to miss the big part of the barrel and maybe get some weak contact. But that one right there did a whole lot more than that. That was a really good pitch.
The 1-0. The Royals with a lot of ground to make up. Last half of inning number 5. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
You know, varying speeds can be just as useful for a pitcher as movement. As you see right there, it really wasn't a great location, but the fact that the velocity change had the hitter off balance, and that's all you got to do sometimes.
No question about this one. It's out of here. His first homer of the year, and they cut into the deficit.
They wasted no time in that at-bat, swinging at the first pitch, and he punished it.
Now here is Michael Garcia. Swings and misses. It's 0-1. Swings through that.
He has a tendency to chase out of the zone, and that slider that's down, that's one of his money pitches to get that swing and miss.
Fly ball down the line, and that one is foul, so we'll try it again. 2 down, nobody on. On the ground to third, Rengifo. Out with room to spare, and that's the inning. Welcome back. A few highlights to help tell the story of the game. William Contreras up now for the Brewers.
Man, 91 on the slider right there. That's a hard one. That's a low-end fastball for some pitchers.
And that one hammered. That's down. One hops off the wall. Throws to second. And that's a leadoff double.
That was maybe even a little off the plate, but no problem getting the barrel to it. Man, he did such a nice job, and that's what you're supposed to do with the pitch in that location.
Runner in scoring position, nobody out. And we're in the top half of the 6th. Drilled in the air out towards right center. Brings it in. Runner tags at second. And he makes it up to third with one away. Here's the center fielder, Garrett Mitchell. 0 for 3. A fly out, a ground out, and a strikeout. That one in triple digits.
I guess you throw it that hard, you can get away with locations like that right down the middle. But I still think it's a dangerous pitch. Don't want to do it again.
Swing and a foul out of play. The 0-2. That one just misses. Challenge from behind the dish here. Swing and a high fly ball left field. Meisner moving under it. He makes the grab. Runner tagging from third. Play it home. He's safe. And it's 13. New pitcher on here. Lucas Ursig. He's into the game with the bases empty. To the right side, and it goes just foul. Two down, nobody on. Way inside, gets out of the way. Ball to strike. That one ripped, but foul. The 1-2. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. 2-3-4. Back here at Kauffman Stadium. And to the plate for Kansas City, Bobby Witt Jr. The 1-0.
is just missing with some pitches that, they're not strikes, and that's what you think, oh, good pitch is a strike. But so many times pitchers are trying to tease the zone, and the last 2 pitches that he's thrown, good pitches, but even better takes.
3-0 down. That's a strike. That one misses, so a leadoff walk. The changeup missing, and that's ball 1. Oh, great stop. There's one. To first. Double play. Nicely done.
They made that double play look so easy, but it was far from routine. That's the one thing about big leaguers. They make tough plays look simple.
Marte now in the box. Comes up empty with a swing there. And ball 1. 2 down, nobody on. Here in the bottom of the 6th. That one found hard the other way. The 1-2. Line drive, and that's base hit out into left center field. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
Nice line drive to full side, met it out front, but just stayed through it nice enough and ripped it into the outfield.
In the air, right field, Freeland going back on this one. And the inning is over. The Brewers have the advantage. 13. Back here in Kansas City, their offense has produced a lot of hits so far, as we see from the spray chart.
Yeah, when a team has this many knocks, a lot of the time it gets clustered to one side or another. Not today. They're hitting it all over the field.
Whips it across. One pitch and 1 out.
Well, Boog, as an infielder, you have to be ready for anything. In that spot, it required going to the ground, getting a little dirty, and making a strong throw for the out. Great play.
Lockridge stands in here, takes ball 1 low. In the air to left center. Isbell under it. And there are 2 down. Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. And that should be extra bases. In safely with a double, his 2nd of the day. Back to the top of the order now. Bryce Terang now at the plate. He's trying for third. Pitch in for a strike. Out at third. And that ends the inning. Welcome back as we take a look at their upcoming schedule. Line drive. Freeland makes the grab on the run. 1 pitch and 1 out. Now it's the second baseman, Michael Massey. Right through there for a strike. In the air, left field. 2 away. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. Hit pretty well in the air out to center. Mitchell under it. And that will end the inning. The Brewers lead it 13-3. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Number 38.
And with the big deficit on the scoreboard, he almost has to just put that out of his mind. Every outing matters for relievers and their numbers, but I think it's tough to get up for this type of appearance the same way you would for one in a close game.
That misses the zone. 1 ball, 1 strike. Puts it in the air out towards left center. Meisner takes it in for the out. And a quick out, number 1. Luis Rengifo getting ready to hit. Movement in the bullpen. John Schreiber, the hard-throwing righty, is up and loosening. That one lifted to left. 2 down. Ripped to third, but handled, and that'll end the inning. The Brewers on top here, 13-3. Ready for the bottom of the 8th. So up now for Kansas City, Carter Jensen. Patrick still out there to pitch the 8th and working with a big lead.
He's been excellent, really on his game in this one, and at this point, he wants to finish what he started.
That catches the corner. Is there a debate to be had about shutting him down, maybe to preserve some bullets given the score?
Absolutely. When you consider over the course of a long season, guys putting a lot of stress on that elbow, on that shoulder, but you also have to pry the ball out of a hand of a guy like this because he's so competitive.
The 1-1. And a foul ball. Got him swinging.
Well, that's a blue zone right there, or the cold zone on the hitting chart. Just doesn't have much success in that part of the strike zone, and a really good job of the pitcher executing. Try to go there as often as you can. The numbers are in your favor.
Check swing, but he went too far. Strike 1. And that's through there for a strike. Got him looking for the strikeout. Picks up strikeout number 7. Here's Bobby Witt Jr. This guy is one of the best athletes in the sport. Two down, nobody on. Here the bottom half of the 8th inning. there's the strike.
Oh, this guy's so comfortable hitting with 2 strikes. Even a good pitch early in the at-bat. If he's not ready to pull the trigger, he's not worried if he gets to an 0-2 count.
And a foul ball, he stays alive. Two down, nobody on. Hard ground ball, base knock. And that keeps the inning going. Quintino wants to challenge this, thought it was a ball. Good eye at the plate. They'll overturn the call. They'll keep their remaining challenge. And there's a ball. Manager out of the dugout now, and it looks like we'll see a change on the mound. A new arm into the game, the righty, Grant Anderson, in the game for the first time this season. Here's a 2-0. And that one hit to first. Can't glove it cleanly, but they get the out at first, and that'll do it for the inning. The Brewers have the lead, 13-3. All set to start the 9th in this one. Now the Brewers cleanup hitter, Christian Yelich. Swing and a ball lined out towards center. Brings it in. One up and down. The Brewers up big in this one here at the top of the 9th. Up and in. Yeah, that's ball 2. This one in the air. Jensen gets under it. Takes it in for the out. Two down, bases empty. Next to hit, Jake Bauers. And the 1-0. Hard hit left side. Witt over to first. And that's the 3rd out. Back here at Kauffman Stadium, now it'll be the cleanup hitter for the Royals, Starling Marte. And a base hit into right center field. And the leadoff man aboard. Pulls that one foul. And that drops in for a strike.
Well, the leadoff man gets on. You want to minimize the threat by playing sound defense. Hopefully the pitcher can get a ball on the ground and they can roll him up for 2.
1-2 now. Swings and misses, struck him out.
Well, that's always the key to effective pitching, is getting ahead in the count. And as a pitcher, it really allows you to start expanding the zone. Hitters become defensive, and all of a sudden that plate starts to get really wide. And what happens is, because of the pressure, you end up committing to a pitch as a batter before you recognize what it is, and that's what leads to the strikeout.
A little bit low. Ball 1. fly ball right field. And there's 2 away. So it's their last chance in this one. Here's the second baseman, Michael Massey. 0 for 3 in this one. And first offering is fouled off. They're down to their final strike. Gets a piece and stays alive.
Wow, he got away with a mistake right there.
This one in the air right field. And he can't quite get there. It's a foul ball. Here's the 0-2. This one popped up. Foul ground first base side. Makes the catch. Ball game. And the Brewers keep it rolling. 7 straight victories now.
The number 7 is such a cool and sort of lucky number. Well, this team has been playing really well, but to win 7 games in a row, there's been some luck and there's been some really good play. I think you get to this point, you start to look at, can we double that? Make it double digits, make it 2 touchdowns, make it 14.
13-3 our final score. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi saying so long. Welcome inside Kauffman Stadium. MLB The Show has interleague action for you this afternoon. It's the Milwaukee Brewers going up against the Kansas City Royals. And we'll be back with the first pitch right after this. And towing the slab, Chris Bubich. How about a report on him, Chris?
Anytime you have 5 pitches to work with on the mound, that repertoire can be a real weapon in terms of keeping hitters off balance, man. It's one of those things that I'm going to be looking for in this one. Does he have a feel for all of those pitches, or is he just able to get 1 or 2 over in the strike zone where he wants? Now, it's tough to do to be able to command all those pitches, but if he can, he is going to be very tough for the opponent today.
Bryce Terang, the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball 1.
When you get ahead in the count, there's no doubt that the success rate goes up, and that's what he's been doing. It's made a big impact for him in recent games.
2-0. And another ball. That one misses, so a leadoff walk. Oh, 1 down. There goes the runner. Pitch is low. Throw, save. That's a stolen base. And that's another stolen base for the league leader.
Well, he's batting leadoff, and he's acting like a traditional leadoff hitter. Gets on base to start the game, then puts himself on second with a nice stolen bag. I think that sets the tone for the offense for sure.
On the ground. Tosses to first. 1 out in the top of the first. Here's Yelich at the dish. Yelich matched a homer in his last game. Just missed. 1 out, the runner at second here in the second game of the series. Shot into the gap, and that should bring in the run. Coming home. He scores, and they have the lead. Pulls into second. That's an RBI double.
Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against a firm front side, and the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
On the ground to first, Pasquantino. And he takes it himself for the out. Gary Sanchez at the plate. Swung on, belted. That one carrying. Off the batter's eye and gone. Gary Sanchez hits 1 out. His first homer of the year, and they add on. It's 3-0. He only needed 1 swing to square it up.
Not wasting any time in that at-bat, Boone. Aggressive, and it paid off. A good hitter gets pitch recognition early. He saw exactly where that was going to be. The challenge, not get over anxious and come out of your swing. He stayed on it and got all of it.
Right side, Massey. Tosses to first. That is the inning. 2-run shot for the Royals this inning. It's now 3-0. We go to the bottom of the first, and taking the ball for Milwaukee, Brandon Sproat. What should we keep an eye on here?
Well, last time out, he's only able to complete 4 innings, but really battled. Didn't have his best stuff. I look for him to be better in this one.
Isaac Collins steps in for the Royals. That's a hit. And a man aboard. Aboard. Vinny Pasquantino steps in for the Royals. He's someone that really beats up on right-handed pitching. The lefties, however, give him a little bit more trouble. That one misses, and it's 1-0. Close, but called a ball. And the count now 2-0.
Good zip on that fastball at the bottom of the zone. If he's there all day, it's going to be a tough one for the hitters.
Ground ball could be 2. Feed to second, that's 1. Over to Bowers, that's 2.
Oh, man, what a smooth double play. That was a thing of beauty from start to finish.
That's outside, and that's ball 1. 2 outs with a runner at third. Hit on the ground to the right side, and that chance handled. Gets him easily, ends the inning. Royals lead 1. They trail in this one 3-0. Second inning set to go. Up now for Milwaukee, David Hamilton. And that drops in for a strike. Hamilton with 4 runs batted in his last game. And that one fouled off. Here's the 0-2. Swings and blasts one deep to left center. That's got a chance. That one opts against the fence. And that's a leadoff double.
Good 2-strike hitting right there, Boog. A bit of a lost start for some, so that was nicely done to beat the odds. That was exactly what you're looking to do with the pitch away, especially in that situation. Drive it into the opposite field gap. Got himself 2 bags on a great swing of the bat.
Runner takes off for third. That's in for a strike. Throw bounces, and he's in there safely with the stolen base.
Well, maybe he thought he should have gone for a triple instead of a double and just decided, I'm going to take third this way. Definitely using his legs to his advantage right here.
That's a base hit. Run scores. Joey Ortiz up now for the Brewers. Good power. Not great in the OBP department. Runner on the move. Pitch in for a strike. Safe at second, and he easily steals the bag. And it's second. That one is absolutely belted. Carrying well. And it's a one-hopper off the wall. Should score the run. The run comes in from second, and the lead is up to 5. And in at second with an RBI double. And the Royals manager making his way towards the mound now as he will make the move. Chris Bubich won't go any further, and he's responsible for the runner on second. So the Royals bring on a new arm, Steven Kohler. He's making his 4th appearance of the season. Oh, he doesn't get the call. Ball 1. This one in the air, center field. One down. So now with one away and a man at second. And now the center fielder, Garrett Mitchell. He's 0 for 1. Ground ball left side. Fires to first in time. Can't pick it up cleanly. Still able to fire over. Yelich is out. They get 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and 1 left. Down to the bottom of the second. It's the Brewers 5 and the Royals nothing. Bottom half of inning number 2. Here's the Royals designated hitter, Jonathan India. Popped up. Bowers in position. 1 up, 1 down. Massey bats left, throws right. 27 years old, and he was drafted in the 4th round back in 2019. There's a strike. 95 of that one. And a 1-1. That one at the knees for a strike. Out towards right center field. And there's 2 away. So up now for Kansas City, Michael Garcia. Garcia launched a homer in his most recent game. 2 down, nobody on. Checks his swing. Now an appeal to first. And Jerry Hillsdale says he went around. The 1-2. Got him swinging. Had him way out front of the slur. Royals bats are quiet there. It's 5-0. Back here in Kansas City, now the Brewers cleanup hitter, Jake Bowers.
Well, these Brewers doing a good job at the plate with runners on base, and that can be a key difference maker in the game. They put a bunch of runs on the board, thanks in large part to 4 hits with runners in scoring position.
Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
On top of that, they haven't left many runners on base, so they've been efficient getting runners on. And
that hit him. And the leadoff man is aboard to start the inning. This one smoked on its way out of here. Another homer. His second home run of the game, and they add a couple more. It's 7-0.
Wasn't fooled on the first pitch at all. He squared it up right away. Well, he went up there looking to do damage. I think he had his sights set on that pitch. He went and got it and circled the bases.
Next for the Brewers, Sal Freeland. This one driven deep center field on its way. Home run. They do it again. Back-to-back homers. And they add to their lead. That's their 3rd home run of the game.
They're having a lot of fun at the plate in this one. They've got the long ball working for them on autopilot. Back-to-back homers, always a special feeling at the ballpark, especially if it's your team that does it and those guys get to slap hands at home plate. This is the kind of thing that can really fire up a ball club.
Oh, look at the stop. And they get the out. Now here is Blake Perkins. The 1-0. That one backed up the middle and it gets through. So a man aboard now with 1 away. First offering, runner goes. Pitch in for a strike. Safe at second, and that was not close. Man at second. Laser to the gap, should score the run. Headed for the plate. He'll score, and they now lead by 9. In safely with a double, his 2nd of the day.
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. Put a really nice balanced swing on it, and when you can rope one into the gap like that, you're thinking extra bases from the first couple of steps out of the box, and he'll feel real good about that one.
Here comes the manager out of the dugout, and he'll make a move for the bullpen. Stephen Cole. New pitcher in the game for the Royals, number 38. He pitched yesterday, and we'll see him once again. This is Bryce Terang. On the ground, right side. Base hit into the outfield. Here comes the throw. Runner takes off. Strike in there. Throw to second, out of bounds, safe. And that extends his lead for the most stolen bases in baseball. Runner on the go again. Pitch in for a strike. Throw to third. And that wasn't close. Offense exploding for 5 so far in the inning here in the 2nd game of the series. And ball 1. Not close with that one. Ball 2. Outside, Christian Yelich in the Milwaukee on deck circle. This one popped up. And that is that. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. We move on to the bottom of inning number 3. You're watching Brewers baseball on The Show, Wisconsin. Back here at Kauffman Stadium. And to the plate for Kansas City, Cameron Meisner. That one missed.
This is one of those times when you want to be aggressive. Go ahead and pitch to contact. Let the defense work behind you. You've got a nice, comfortable lead. Don't try to be too fine.
The 1-0. And he hits a ground ball right side in plenty of time to first. Leadoff man retired here in the 3rd. Outside low, and that's ball 2. Up the middle. Sends it to first, and 2 straight set down to begin the bottom of the 3rd. So the Royals batting order turns over. Here's the left fielder, Isaac Collins. 1 for 1. He led off the bottom of the 1st with a single. Hit hard but foul off to the left. Two down, nobody on. Here's a 1-2. Cut on and miss. Struck him out. That ends the inning. KC down in order. Not looking good. Back here in Kansas City, they put themselves out in front with a nice display at the plate. Take a look at the spray chart for where their hits have landed.
Yeah, it looks like they've been spreading it out pretty well in this one, Boog. Spraying the ball all over the yard. Good team effort at the dish.
That one lifted to left. Collins on the move. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. 1 pitch and 1 out. Now here's Jake Bauers. Well, in their win last game, this guy came up with 2 home runs. Obviously trying to keep the roll going here in this one. Ripped on a line, and that's got extra bases written all over it. Around first, heading for 2. And that's a double. And here comes the power hitting catcher, Gary Sanchez. And the way he's going in this one, we've been waiting for his spot to come around again.
All right, listen, everyone, stop what you're doing right now. This guy's got 2 home runs already. Now he's going for number 3.
In the air, right field. Meisner settles under this one. 2 down. This one in the air, center field. And that'll do it. A double in the inning, but they leave him stranded. And midway in the fourth, it's the Brewers 10 and the Royals nothing. This is back here in a blowout, which gives us a chance to talk about just about anything.
Bro, don't get me fired.
Did you collect baseball cards?
You know, when I was a kid, I used to put them in my back tire of my bicycle so it would sound like a motorcycle. Probably ruined some good cards back then, but don't really have much of a collection. The other day I came across a binder that my wife had in one of the drawers, and my son's got some baseball cards. So you know, we'll be looking to see if there's any kind of retirement income in there.
The other way, and there's one down.
Pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
The Brewers up big in this one. We're here in the bottom of the fourth. Swings and misses, struck him out.
You usually are going to see that inside fastball a little longer coming in from the opposite side, but that pitch really got in on him right there. I mean, that's a well-thrown pitch. Tough to do anything with that in terms of getting the hands through and the sweet spot of the bat to the baseball.
Perez batting for the second time, and that's strike one. Gets him to chase after that one.
He finds himself in a tough situation early. Just got to try to simplify it. Take a knock the other way if you can.
Next one misses. 1-2 to count. Out to short. Ortiz slings it across, and he has thrown 4 shutout innings. Royals go down 1-2-3. Back here at Kauffman Stadium, up now for Milwaukee, David Hamilton.
Well, these Brewers, digging into their numbers, have to be happy with the swings they're taking. They've been absolutely smashing the baseball. They've racked up a bunch of hits, and 8 have gone down for extra bases.
1 away.
And on the mound, they can't be feeling too comfortable either. With the way these batters are hitting the baseball, it makes it harder to come into the strike zone for fear of getting hit hard.
Hit hard, should be extra bases. Now he'll turn for second. Pulls in with a double, 3rd hit for him today.
Clearly seeing the ball very well in this one. Challenged him with the fastball right in the heart of the zone, and he was clearly ready to jump all over it.
Man at second with 1 away. Next for Milwaukee, Joey Ortiz. Pickoff throw, and he's back in safely. Drilled in the air out towards right center. Blanco has a beat on it and makes the grab. Runner tags at second, and he's up to third safely with 2 gone. Lined into right. A dive, and he can't haul it in. Runner from third comes across. It's 11-0. Around second now, going for 3. And he's got an RBI triple.
Comes through with the RBI. Nice line drive to the pull side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that.
Garrett Mitchell now at the plate. 0 for 3 in this one. And a foul ball. That's a base hit. Run scores. Runner on the go. Ball misses. Go to second. Out. And now running in.
They're trying to get in the scoring position. But
we head to the bottom of the fifth. So here's the Royals DH, Jonathan India.
Well, these Royals just lacking discipline at the plate in this ball game. They've been chasing pitches outside the zone all game, and it's led to some frustrating moments. They've been fooled quite a bit today.
The 0-2. Got him looking for the strikeout. And that's 4 strikeouts. Foul ball.
And as a pitcher, when the hitters are swinging at everything, you feel no need to challenge inside the zone. You just keep working the corners and expanding that strike zone and beyond, and they just keep eating right out of your hand.
The 0-2. Oh, that hit him. Not in time. Great effort, but it's an infield hit. And it looks like they might end up challenging this one. Very close play, and we will take another look as well.
I couldn't tell in live action, that's for sure. And, you know, the umpires.
Bouncer to second. Throws to first in time, and that's the inning. Back with a look at key moments so far in this one. Christian Yelich will hit next. So 2 balls and no strikes. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. This looks like extra bases. Makes the turn and heads for second. And he's got his second double of the game. On a line, should be extra bases. Yelich flies around third. He'll score easily, and they extend their lead. And he's going to get to second with nobody out. Manager out of the dugout now, and it looks like we'll see a change on the mound. Number 38 will depart, and as he heads off, we'll step aside for a minute. Back with the new pitcher after this break. Righty reliever out of the pen, Nick Mears.
Well, I got to think he probably has a little extra in the tank facing his former team, and there's not a player in the league that doesn't get a little extra motivation when he plays against his old squad.
Here's Gary Sanchez now. And it's second. This one in the air right field. Meisner on the move, and he makes the catch. Runner tags and goes to third. Now it's the right fielder, Sal Frelick. He's already homered in this game. In the air to left center, Collins moving under this one. 2 down. And first offering is fouled off. Foul ball there. Breaking ball misses down and away. In the dirt, fires to third, but he's back. 2-2 now. This one lifted in the air, left field. Collins settles underneath it, and that is that. A run on 2 hits, and they leave one. 8-9-1 scheduled in the bottom. Back here in Kansas City, bottom of the 6th. Cameron Meisner steps in for the Royals. Now there's a bullet down the line, and it gets by him. Round second, digging for third. Fastball for a strike. Close, but called a ball. And it's a ball and a strike. High fly ball, right field. Freeland drifts towards it, and there's one away. Back to the top of the order. Now the left fielder, Isaac Collins. 1 for 2. One away with a runner at third here in the bottom of the 6th. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Now the throw to first on the run. Run scores, but a terrific play to get the out. Just missed. That pitch in for a strike, and a count 2-1. Two down, nobody on. No question about this one. It's out of here. A laser to left, and they cut into the deficit.
Looks like this guy was looking out over the plate, but he was ready to turn on the inside fastball. So direct to the pitch. Absolutely blasted out of this ballpark.
And now Vinny Pasquantino. Here comes the 0-1. That one ripped, but foul. The 1-2. Battling here as he fouls it away. One and 2 now. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Fights that one away. Still 1 and 2. stays alive.
Well, having such a tough time putting him away. 6 foul balls in a row. Man, what a battle.
Swing and a ground ball, and that's just foul. Fouls it back with 2 strikes.
This is something else. Running that pitch count off. I can't imagine how frustrating it must be for the pitcher to have so many good pitches spoiled off like this.
And a ball and 2 strikes. Struck him out swinging. He battled for a long time, but it finishes with a strikeout. You can't be mad. Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Lucas Ursay. This is his 5th appearance of the year. And first offering is fouled off. Swings through that.
Just not able to catch up to that velocity.
Right through there, got him. And 1 out now.
Well, I think that's a case of overthinking right there. He got 3 straight fastballs, looking in the 0-2 count just to pour it back.
Joey Ortiz up now for the Brewers. This one in the air, right field. And no one can get to it. It's a foul ball. The Brewers up big in this one. Here in the top half of inning number 7. Swing and a miss. And it's 0-2. Activity in the Kansas City bullpen. John Schreiber, the hard-throwing righty, is up and loosening. The 0-2. The shortstop takes a ball.
0-2 fastball way out of the zone. I think he's trying to speed him up. Got to stay back. Off speed's probably coming.
Inside, almost got him. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. Swing and a ball popped in the air. And that is foul. Two now. On the ground, right side, Massey. And 2 away to start the 7th. In there at the knees, strike 1. Turang wants another look at the called strike. It's a challenge. And that one did miss. And the strike is overturned. Still 2 challenges left for them. Popped up. And that is that. The Brewers lead it. Welcome back as we take a look at their upcoming schedule. Perez up for the 3rd time here, watches that one miss. And a strike to the outside corner at 95. The 1-2. Fights it off. He'll see another. down on strikes. And that's 6 Ks for him in this one. Next offering is fouled back. Swing and a high fly ball left field. He makes the grab, 2 away. Now here is Michael Massey. Two down, nobody on. Here, the bottom of the 7th. Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike 2. Got him swinging for the K. Picks up strikeout number 7. The Brewers have the advantage, 13-2. John Schreiber will take over here.
And with the big deficit on the scoreboard, he almost has to just put that out of his mind. Every outing matters for relievers and their numbers, but I think it's tough to get up for this type of appearance the same way you would for one in a close game.
Ripped to right. Meisner takes it in for the out. And there's one down. Now it's Christian Yelich. Bullpen action for the Royals. Carlos Estevez up and loosening in the pen. Up the middle. Oh, great stop. Fires to first. It's there, and that's a great play. Swings through that one for strike 1. In the air, right field. And that is that. 3 up, 3 down. Bottom of the 8th. So up now for Kansas City, Michael Garcia. Sproles still out there to pitch the 8th and working with a big lead.
He's been excellent, really on his game in this one, and at this point, he wants to finish what he started.
Is there a debate to be had about shutting him down, maybe to preserve some bullets given the score?
Absolutely. When you consider over the course of a long season, guys putting a lot of stress on that elbow, on that shoulder, but you also have to pry the ball out of a hand of a guy like this because he's so competitive.
Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. On the ground to third. Throw over to Bowers, and that's one away as the leadoff man is out in the 8th. And here's a look at how he's using his pitches in this one. Pulled hard, but it's a foul ball. The Brewers up big in this one. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. What a stop to first. And very nicely done for the out. So up next, Tyrone Blanco. Swing and a bouncer towards third. Play made, that ends the inning. The Brewers with the lead, 13-2. Back here at Kauffman Stadium, here's the Brewers catcher now, Gary Sanchez. Ripped on a line to center. Brings it in, and there's one away.
There it was. 0-0. Here it is. Hit it. He gets a take. Gets ahead in the count.
And that one hammered. That's back there. And that one is off the wall. He's in at second with a one-out double. Well, Singy, he is locked in there.
Well, he's really slowed the game down, and it's like he's moving in full speed, and everybody is a step or two behind. The way that he squared up that baseball tells me that he is seeing it like a beach ball.
Runner breaks for third. Throw to third. Save.
They are merciless. I'd say a questionable decision to steal third right there with the big lead. Probably won't be received well in the other dugout.
He's got it. Runner tags for home. Save. And they add to their lead as the run scores from third. Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitch. So they bring on the veteran, Carlos Estevez.
I think it's got to be a little tough coming in out of the pen when your guys are trailing so big on the scoreboard. Just doesn't have the same intensity to it, but he's got to find a way because these batters count the same for his stats, obviously, regardless of the score.
And first offering is fouled off. Ground ball up the middle. Massey. The throw to first, and that's the third out. To the bottom of the ninth we go. Top of the order, due up. The Brewers lead it 14-2. You're watching Brewers baseball on The Show, Wisconsin. Back here in Kansas City, we head to the bottom of the ninth. Isaac Collins steps in for the Royals. Here comes a new arm for the Brewers, D.L. Hall.
Compared to some days, this is a pretty low leverage appearance for him, so he should be fairly free and easy out there. Still have to keep yourself sharp and attack the strike zone.
Fastball for a strike. Swing and a miss. There's the changeup.
Man, he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
On the ground, right side. To first, and they get the leadoff man in the ninth. And he boots it. Still finds a way to get off the throw. An uncharacteristic mistake from a really good defensive player. Here in the bottom of the ninth, one out. Vinny Pasquantino digs in now. The 2-1. Late on that fastball. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. The Royals with a lot of ground to make up. We're in the last half of the ninth inning. And that's a strikeout looking. Royals down to their final out. Witt leads off first with 2 down to the inning. Swing and a high fly ball deep left field. Way back there. It's got a chance. That's not coming back.
I wasn't sure he hit that one as hard as he needed to get it out of here, but it had just enough behind it for the homer. What an attempt at the wall, though. He really gave a terrific effort to try and bring that one back.
So 2 down. Jonathan India getting ready to hit. That misses the zone, and that's ball 1. This one in the air, right field. Dives, but it falls. And now it looks like extra bases. They're still chasing it as he rounds second. And he makes it all the way to third with a 2-out triple.
Just a cookie down the middle. I mean, those are the ones you dream about. Ones in the cage, you're just hoping you get in the ball game. Right down the middle, not a whole lot of velocity, right on top of it.
2 outs and a runner at third. They're the last half of inning number 9. They're down to their final strike. Got him, and that's the ball game. 14-4 is how it ends. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. Thanks for joining us. Live from Kauffman Stadium in Kansas City, Missouri. Interleague baseball on MLB The Show. It's the Milwaukee Brewers going up against the Kansas City Royals. First pitch coming your way next. And starting in this one, Seth Lugo. Chris, how about a scouting report?
Well, I'm interested to see how he utilizes his sinker to this lineup, Boog. You know, it's not necessarily his go-to primary pitch, but he does mix it in when he needs it. He's just got to make sure that it's not flat. Otherwise, it's going to get hit hard. So look for him to throw it up there when he needs a big double play, a ground ball, something like that to get out of an inning, change it up for a hitter. Also, get those hitters looking down so that it opens up the top of the strike zone, especially late in an at-bat.
Ripped into left center, base hit. So a man on base to start the inning.
Good start for him to this ball game tonight. And I always talk about it. Get a knock in your first at bat. It just makes your confidence at such a higher level for the potential of having a big night.
Stepping in, Luis Rengifo. And there's the strike. Runner on the go. That's it for a strike. Throw, save. That's a stolen base. And the league leader in stolen bases does it again.
Well, he's batting leadoff, and he's acting like a traditional leadoff hitter. Gets on base to start the game, then puts himself on second with a nice stolen bag. I think that sets the tone for the offense for sure.
Man at second. Backed off the plate that time. Fights it off. He'll see another. Runner in scoring position. Nobody out. Here in the third and final game of the series. Rengifo checks his swing. Appeal to third. No swing. Penny Jansen with the call. Three and two. Payoff pitch. Hit hard on the ground is short. Throws to first. One out in the top of the first. Let's take a look at the Brewers lineup. And that one fouled off. Top of the first. Just getting started here in Kansas City. Tapped at the plate, but it's a foul ball. Outside with a breaking ball. That one misses. 2-2. That's to third. Garcia slinging it to first in time. Here comes Christian Yelich.
He's been such a good hitter with runners in scoring position. Some guys just take it to another level. For him right now at the plate, it's like everyone else is in slow motion and he's in full speed.
Foul ball there. Man on second, 2 down. Outside low, and that's ball one. In there at the knees. Cut out and missed, struck him out. That ends the frame. So they can't do anything with the lead. Back here at Kauffman Stadium, and on the mound today, Kyle Harrison, singing he was impressive his last time out.
He's off to a good start, getting a win in his first start of the season, and so lifted a little bit of pressure. Right here, it's all about getting win number 2.
Isaac Collins steps in for the Royals.
It's no surprise they call this batter a day player. He statistically performs better in these games, and he's hoping for a big performance in this one.
The 1-1. That smash towards center. Brings it in. And there's one down. Take a look at the lineup. It's Singy against the southpaw on the mound. The skipper's loaded this lineup with righty bats.
Certainly following the conventional wisdom here, Boog. That extra split second can make a big difference for a hitter. So these righty batters will need to take advantage and make this tactical move pay off. Well, impressed that he went right after him on that first pitch. That's the key. Try to get ahead in the count, and you can play around a little bit more as the at-bat expands.
The 0-1. Back to the mound. It hit him. Not in time. Great effort, but it's an infield hit. And now they'll hustle out to check on him. That was quite a shot he took as you see him down on the knee.
Yeah, clearly in some real pain, but he will not want to come out of this game if he doesn't have to. It's looking to me like he's going to try to shake it off and continue.
The 1-0. Swing and a ground ball. There's one. Double play. What a twin killing to end the inning. End of one, and we're still scoreless. Back here in Kansas City, top of the second, Gary Sanchez up now for the Brewers. Fought off foul. Sanchez with some nice production in his last game. 4 runs batted in. Can't glove it cleanly. Still finds a way to get off a throw, and they get the out. Good recovery. Wasn't easy following the misplay. Singy, it was tough to tell in live action if the ball actually beat him, and it looks like they want some time to review it.
Yeah, we'll get another look up here too, and you know they called him out on the field, but it just might be worth the challenge. Pretty rare to see a 3-homer game like he had last time out. The only active player with at least 4 3-homer performances is Mookie Betts, who's tied for the all-time lead with 6.
Swing and a ball line to center. Grabs it on the run. One down. One out man at first. And now the center fielder, Brandon Lockridge. Ground ball right side, could be 2. Whip for 1. What a double play that was. Inning over. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. Now to the bottom of the second. No score. Bottom half of inning number 2, and to the plate for Kansas City, Vinny Pasquantino. Popped in the air, left field, 1 away. outside corner. There's a strike. Perez with a homer in his last game. Swing and a liner foul off to the right. High chopper to third. Rengifo zips it to first. Already 2 out here in the home half of inning number 2. Starling Marte up to hit. Swing and a miss. There's the changeup.
Well, the key to his success is getting ahead early in the count. He cannot afford to go deep in the counts. Doesn't have a ton of swing and miss stuff, so he's going to have to work efficiently.
Hammered, base hit. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive. A bit behind with that swing. It's strike 1.
Just a bit tardy there. Not sure if he had a hard time picking it up out of the hand or if he was sitting off speed.
This one in the air right field. Great effort as he's able to haul it in. And that's the 3rd out. We'll move to the 3rd with no score. Back at the ballpark. And in this series, it has been ugly on the mound as we look at the numbers. Base knock center field. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something he could handle. And now let's see if they force some action with good wheels on the bases.
Digging in, Joey Ortiz. That's smacked on a line to center. Thomas takes it in for the out. And there's one down. This is Bryce Terang. He's 1 for 1, led off the game with a single. And a foul ball.
This is one of those situations the infielders have to pre-plan and understand that the ball's got to be hit extremely hard right at them if they're going to have a chance to go for a double play.
Rudder takes off. Strike in there. Safe at second, and that was not close.
You know what? I like the aggressiveness right there. It looks like it's going to be tough to score in this one. Really good pitching so far. So why not try to put some pressure on him and see if you can steal the bag, get in the scoring position.
Foul ball left side. He'll see another. And at second. Almost got him. On the ground, right side, and foul ball. Way inside, gets out of the way. The Brewers with a chance to score first. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. That's outside. And now it's 3-2. And ball 4, 2 aboard. Is absolutely belted. Way back there. It's got a chance. Going. His first homer of the year, and it gives them the lead in the 3rd. It's 3-0.
Boog, his plan was to hit the ball hard, and he was going to figure out the rest later. You can't argue with those results. Boog, I wasn't sure he hit that one as hard as he needed to get it out of here, but it had just enough behind it for the homer. What an attempt at the wall, though. He really gave a terrific effort to try and bring that one back.
Contreras, the next to hit, takes ball 1.
He's been raking in recent games, and a big reason why, getting ahead in counts. He's been able to do that consistently, and you see the results.
Just missed.
Part of the order coming through now, and with one home run already in this inning, they're definitely looking to do some more damage.
Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. So they get a man aboard with a one-out single.
I know swinging at a 3-0 pitch can be debated, but at the end of the day, it's a hitter's count. You know a strike is coming, so why not take advantage and attack the pitch? That was a good piece of hitting, and it paid off with the base hit.
That one is absolutely belted. Carrying well. And it is out of here. And Yelly leaves the yard. It's their second home run of the inning, and they add a couple more. It's 5-zip.
First pitch hacking, and it paid off for him in a big way. When you're working with this kind of velocity, so critical that you move the ball around, work quickly, and make sure that you keep that hitter off balance. Clearly not fooled by the location or the velocity. He was all over that fastball.
Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. And the hits just keep on coming. Now it's the right fielder, Luis Matos. He's 0 for 1. And first offering is fouled off. Offense exploding for 5 so far in the inning. Here in the third and final game of the series. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. And here's a look at how he's using his pitches in this one. That one out to right. Marte on his way over. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. The 2-round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. We move on to the bottom of inning number 3. This is Brewers baseball on the show, Wisconsin. Back here at Kauffman Stadium. So up now for Kansas City, Michael Massey. Center field. And a good start to the inning. Massey aboard here at first with nobody out. Swings through that one for strike 2.
This guy's sink has so much drop in it. It's almost like a split finger fastball. Instead of just weak contact and balls on the ground, he gets swings and misses.
Out towards right center field. And there's one down. So the Royals batting order turns over. Isaac Collins will hit next. He's 0 for 1. Man at first, one away. Lead runner holds at third, so 2 runners in scoring position and just 1 out.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Could be a chance here for them to start clawing back into this ballgame.
Well struck left field. That one carrying. Out of here. He sends a rocket to left. And they slice into the lead. It's 5-3. Chris, he's homered in back-to-back games now.
Yep, seeing the ball well, and he's got his timing locked in. He's looking pretty dangerous at the dish right now. Oh, that one got in the jet stream on a line drive. You saw the numbers on the backs of the jerseys of the outfielders, which is usually bad news, and all of a sudden, they're back in this ballgame.
1 down. Now, Michael Garcia. He hit into a double play his first time up. Swinging a line drive and a base hit up the middle. And that's a 1-out single. Runner on the go, pitching for a strike. Saved at second with a stolen base.
Well, we all know this team is struggling right now, and sometimes you just got to do something different to generate some offense. A little more aggressive right there to put the pressure on the opponent. We'll see if it pays off on the scoreboard for this team.
Didn't seem like that one found the zone. Here's a challenge. And the strike is overturned after review. Still 2 challenges left for them. The 1-2. That's a base hit. Goes up to third. Runners at the corners with 1 out.
Really nice job of 2-strike hitting him at bat. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you've got to make them pay.
And now it's Salvador Perez to the plate. 0 for 1. He grounded out in his first at bat.
Well, all eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning.
High fly ball out towards left field. On a dead sprint, racing back. He's got it. Runner tags for third. In comes the run from third. And now they trail by 1. Left field, way back there. Carrying well. Out of here. Second home run of the inning for him. And they've rallied from 5 back. It's 6-5. He ambushed him right there, Siggy.
Yeah, swinging on that first pitch, and I think losing one over the fence is exactly what he had in mind as well.
Jonathan India at the plate. Short hop liner, handled it short. Jumps, throws, backs it down.
You know, 2-out errors are kind of like 2-out walks, and sometimes even worse. You know, you think you're out of the inning, but all of a sudden, you get another out to get, and the offense has a great opportunity. They're looking to take advantage of and make you pay for it.
Next to hit, Michael Mets. Out towards right center. That's well struck. That's got a chance. That's down. 1 hops off the wall. Gliding around third is India. The relay to the plate. He'll score easily. And they lead by 2.
Well done. Drives in the run. Double into the gap, and that was a really nice swing to beat the inside pitch. Just beat him with a spot. Kept his hands tight inside that baseball, and that just allowed him to drive it into the alley right there.
The changeup missing. Ball 1. Runner at second, 2 down. Here in the last half of the third. Goes down swinging for the strikeout. That one ends the onslaught and the inning. But 2 round trippers in this inning. Welcome back. Let's take a look at how the series has played out so far. Hit hard, but foul off to the left.
Well, these Brewers doing a good job of putting the ball into play, and that makes things more challenging on the defensive side. They're hitting everything thrown at them. Their contact rate is in the low 90s. It's like they know what's coming, and that's just pretty ridiculous what they're doing right now. Those numbers are well above the major league average.
That one missed. Just missed. That's in there at the knees, and it's strike two. He'll challenge, thought that was a ball. And the strike call will stand. So they're now out of challenges. Payoff pitch. Battling here as he fouls it away. This one in the air, center field. Thomas moving under this one. And there's one away. At the plate, Joey Ortiz. 0 for 1 so far.
They've been so good about responding when the other team scores, coming back in the next half inning and putting something on the board themselves.
Out to short. Witt over to first. 2 quick outs here in the top of the 4th. Swing and a high fly ball hit the air left center field. This one's got a chance. That's down. One hops off the wall. And he's in at second with a 2-out double.
Got a fastball, middle of the plate, jumped all over it. Absolutely smoked that ball.
So runner at second, 2 down. Luis Rengifo gets a chance to hit here. He's already homered in this game. And there's a ball. And on second, 2 down. On a line, base hit. Rounds third, headed for the plate. He'll score. It's an RBI single, and now they trail by 1.
Well, back within 1 as he brings home the run. So much of good hitting is finding holes in the defense. That's why you're always thinking line drive into the gap. Those kinds of swings really boost your confidence.
Rolled softly, but that goes foul. Tying run is at first. Top half of inning number 4. What a stop. The flip, nicely done for the out. So 1 run in the inning on this base hit, and this is now a 7-6 ball game. You're watching Brewers baseball on the show. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league. Quinn Priester comes on now.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
bunting for a hit. And that's just foul. Slapped hard the other way, but foul. Outside with a breaking ball.
Tough to take a two-strike changeup that just missed. I think it froze him.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Had him out front for strike 3.
Well, I don't think there's a hitter alive that hasn't at some point succumbed to that pitch right there. It just looks like it's in the zone the entire way, and then the top spin and gravity take over in the blink of an eye, and it's just such a tough pitch to lay off of.
Now here's Bobby Witt Jr. And that's downstairs. And that's ball 1. Ripped, and he can't glove it. It's by him. Now here is Michael Garcia.
He was the big part of the field last time. Nice liner to center.
And it's fouled off. Now the 0-1. Out to short. The throw to second is offline. Check swing of the first pitch. Look down to third. Yes, he did. That's a swing. Two on, one out. This one chopped on the ground, but foul. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Just 3 pitches for the punch out right there. Very efficient, I'll say. And start him out with off-speed stuff on the first 2 strikes. And at that point, as a hitter, it's hard to know what's coming 0-2. You want to stay back and try to be ready for something soft, but you also have to be able to hit.
Play made. That ends the inning. Royals strand a pair. They'll try and hold on to their 7-6 lead. We're back, and there's a new arm on the mound to start the 5th. Steven Cruz.
Still a lot of game left, and this game could go either way. So this is a big opportunity for him to get some important outs and try to help carry this lead into the later innings.
Yelich stepping into the box now. He's already homered here in this one. Yelich, a former Gold Glove winner, a member of the 1,000 hit club. Can't forget to mention he's a former MVP. This one in the air. Takes it in for the out. Now a pop-up on the infield. Witt under it. 2 down. Next for the Brewers, Luis Matos.
Struck out on just 3 pitches last time.
Up the middle, loves it on the dive, throws from his knees, and it beats him. What a play.
Proof right there on why he's a Gold Glover. Flash that leather around and make everybody excited. Nice job to end the inning.
Back here in Kansas City, we head to the bottom of the 5th. Starling Marte steps in for the Royals.
Well, these Royals really impressing me with the quality of their bats in this one. It's been fun getting a chance to see them go to work. It looked to me like they really wanted to get to the starter early, get him out of the game before he settles in. So I'd say mission accomplished.
And the 1-0. Fouled off down the right side. Fouled off. He was late. The 1-2. High fly ball out to center field. Lockridge on the move. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. Hard hit, left field, base hit. So a man aboard now with one away. And next up for the Royals, Michael Massey. India stands at first with one out. Runner on the go. Popped up to the left into foul ground. Rengifo takes it in for the out. And there are two down. Got it started a little too early. Strike one. In the air, right field. Matos should have this one. And that is that. So one left for Kansas City as they still lead by one. It's 7-6. Welcome back. It's been a great game. So let's take another look at the most important moment so far. Leading off, Brandon Lockridge. Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. And that's got extra bases written all over it. Into second base. The tying run is on with a leadoff double.
Well, that was an important at bat in this game, so a great job there stepping up to the challenge. Now a pretty big at bat coming up with a chance to even this ball game up.
That's ripped into the outfield. Brings it in. Runner tags at second, and he makes it up to third with one away. Next for Milwaukee, Joey Ortiz.
A lot of ways to tie this game. It's all about finding the right pitch to drive. If you see it, attack it.
Swing and a foul out of play.
You know, this guy's great speed is in the back of that pitcher's mind. If he can get on, it's going to give him one more thing he's got to think about.
The 0-1. The Brewers with the tying run at third, and we're in the top half of the sixth. To the right side, Massey. Tosses to first, got him for out number 2, but the run scores, and we are tied. Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. Steven Cruz departs, and it's a tie ball game as he heads for the dugout. Back with a new arm after a quick break. New pitcher in the game for the Royals, number 38. Swing and a ball lifted left field. And that is that. Top of the order. Back to the top of the lineup, Isaac Collins getting ready to hit. 1 for 3. Well struck right field. Way back there. It's got a chance. And caught on the warning track. That one ripped, but foul. Hit on the ground to the right side. And it goes just foul. Stays alive. Fouls it off. Still 1-2. On the ground. Terang throws to first in time. 2 away. Here's the third baseman, Michael Garcia. Two down, nobody on. And that drops in for a strike.
2 really good back-to-back sliders. Now in an 0-2 count. He's feeling real confident about finishing this hitter off. He can go anywhere he wants.
Here's the 0-2. Got him looking for the K. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one. KC down in order. Still tied 7-7. Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound. Carlos Estevez. Hard hit right side. Tosses to first, and they get the leadoff hitter in the 7th. And now it's William Contreras. Foul ball there. Fastball for a strike. Estevez, multi-time All-Star. He features a four-seam fastball, a slider, and he works in a changeup. Misses outside. Ball one.
Well, he missed badly with that 0-2 fastball. Hitter has to understand. Probably wants to try to put him away with that pitch, so got to stay ready for it.
Out to short. Witt slings to first, and two away to start the seventh. Sliced hard, but foul down the left side. Line drive, Adam in center field. Nobody left for Milwaukee, and this remains a 7-all. Welcome back. Taking a look at our game summary. So the go-ahead run is on base with a knock.
Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits at the middle, even on ground balls. So a nice job to use that big hole and get himself a hit.
Next is the Royals catcher, Salvador Perez. Manager out of the dugout, and he's going to make a change. Quinn Priester won't go any further. We'll be back in a minute with a new arm on the mound. Now on the bump, Aaron Ashby. That's in there at the knees for a strike. Flying into right center field. That's a base hit. Rowe holds him at second, but the go-ahead run now in scoring position, and still nobody out. Just missed. Up the middle, Terang. Here's one to first, double play. Nicely done.
They made that double play look so easy, but it was far from routine. That's the one thing about big leaguers. They make tough plays look simple.
India swings through it for strike one. Two down, go ahead run at scoring position. And strike two.
So now it's all about protect mode. Try to shorten up, try to track the ball, block it if you have to, as far as just a late swing that maybe you're not sure.
Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. In to score from third. And they take the lead in the seventh. Breaking ball in there for a strike. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. They stop the lead runner at second. Now 2 on with 2 outs. Here comes Lane Thomas. And he grounds one to the right side. Takes it himself. They limit the damage here. 1 run in the inning, but they lead 2. We look ahead to inning number 8. Royals back here at Kauffman Stadium. Up now for Milwaukee, Gary Sanchez. That's down and in. Double-barreled action in the bullpen. Matt Strom, the closer, getting cranked up for a possible save opportunity. Schreiber also throwing. Looking to get the tying run on base. And fouled off. Here's a 1-2. The breaking ball misses outside.
The only adjustment he needs to make is his target. If you aim at the outside corner, that slider's going to end up way off the plate. Perhaps look a little more down the middle, and you get it right where you want it.
Luis Matos in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. And a payoff pitch. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. In the air to left center. Thomas gets there. He's under it. One up, one down. Close, but called a ball. And it's 1-0. Challenge from behind the dish here. Just caught the zone by a whisker, and the call is overturned. They'll keep their remaining challenge. Tap foul at the plate. Foul ball. It stays 0-2. Fights it off. He'll see another. The Royals holding on to a 1-run lead, and we're at the top of the 8th. Swing and a line drive. That's a base hit into center field. And that puts the tying run on base.
When you go 0 for 5, 0 for 7, 0 for 8, it seems like an eternity, especially start the season, because that's the one thing. Players want to get that first one out of the way so that they feel like, all right, I'm going to avoid this prolonged over to start the season and get into a slump.
Looks like we've got a substitution at first. Pinch running for Milwaukee. Sal Frelick opting for a faster runner as they try to tie this thing up. And here is Brandon Lockridge. And that is out of play. Here comes the 0-1. Little chopper rolls foul.
Your base runner, you've got to stay dialed in here. Look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get into scoring position.
Good eye right there. That misses. Now 2-2.
He's really tightening up his hitting zone with 2 strikes here. I love it.
Runner takes off. Cold strike 3. Throw bounces, and he's in there safely with the stolen base. And the tying run is now in scoring. So digging in, Blake Perkins. The switch hitter batting right. Swing, and he popped it up. Pasquantino under this one. And that's the 3rd out. Milwaukee leaves 1. We've got a good one here. It's 8-7.
That was an opportunity to do.
Back here in Kansas City. Now here's the leadoff hitter for the Royals, Isaac Collins. And first offering is fouled off. speed. A 6-foot lefty. He features a sinker, a curve, a changeup, a slider, and he works in a four-seamer. That's the third. Rengifo tosses across the first, and that's one away as the leadoff man is out in the 8th.
Well, I say it's the best pitch in baseball. Strike one. You get ahead on a good hitter as well. Gives a little bit more confidence to move through the at-bat.
Swing and a ball ripped out towards right center field. That'll touchdown for a hit. Around first and hustling for second. It's a double. His 4th hit of the game.
Having a really nice game here. That's his 2nd extra base hit. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
Garcia in the box now. Takes strike one. Runner takes off for third. Pitch in for a strike. Throw to third. Save. That wasn't close.
When a guy's got that kind of lead at second base, somebody's got to call timeout. Pitcher's got to step off. The catcher's got to ask the ump for time or something. You can't.
Rengifo. The throw to first, and there's 2 away.
It's a tough pitch, but in terms of the best pitch you're going to get to hit in the at-bat, that fastball was down enough where you're going to catch up to one. That
swing, and this one's blasted. It's got a chance. Reaching for it, makes the catch. Royals lead 1, and this remains close. We go to the 9th. Up now for Milwaukee, Joey Ortiz. The lefty to 1-0. Late swing fouled off.
pretty good pitch to take a pass at in a 1-0 count. Just not able to square it up.
And a count 1-2.
Really going after him here. All fastballs to get ahead in the count.
The 1-2. To the right side, Massey. In plenty of time to first, and the leadoff man retired here in the ninth. The 1-0. This one in the air, center field. Thomas on his way over. He's got it. And there are 2 outs. So it's their last chance in this one. Now the third baseman, Luis Rengifo. This one popped up. Massey drifts towards it. And that'll do it. The Royals salvage the finale of this 3-game series.
I'd say you're lying if you say you don't feel a 5-game losing streak. This W definitely helps them relax a little bit and take some of the pressure off from it going to a 6, 7, or even an 8-game losing streak.